This is a demonstration of the State Nationals event notification system. It was created to support state nationals in their journey. On the page without being logged in, we have some basic information and quotes from David Straight on getting together and being unified as a group of people. You also have a second page here where it gets into more detail and a couple more recordings on David Straight and the movement that we have, specifically about getting organized. And then you can also have other information such as an abortion problem in Maryland, so you can have other events besides state national events as well. I'm first logged in as a user, and this is the page that they see. And you see here we have a list of all the events that are upcoming from today forward. And you can look at the details of the event by just clicking on it like so. It also shows you the total number of members for the Maryland area, 1, and the number of event types for, in this case, Maryland. Okay. Now, when you click on this over here, it'll actually set the what events are for that date. So you can actually go forward in time and see what events are coming up just by clicking on the calendar there. Okay. You also have a better filter system where you can actually look at the events and you can filter for different things, what state they're in, county, city, etc. And you've got the types that there are: court events, site events, state national, specialty, trades, and so forth. We specifically are trying to support different aspects of state national, your status, PMAs, Form 56, etc. And then we've done on the trade side, electrical work, subcontractors, plumbing, heating, air conditioning. Meetups can be a local meeting or a national meeting. National meetings will require pre-approval before they're broadcast out, like so. When you see a meeting here, you can click on this, and then it brings up the details of the meeting and who created the meeting, etc. To create an event, you come over here to New Event, and you select the type of event that you want. So if I say court event like so, then I can say that the District Court of Frederick County, and then speeding ticket, for example, and the circumstances associated with it, when that case is going to be. I recommend, you don't try to do the meeting for tomorrow because you won't have enough time to get some people to attend. And you should know well in advance about when that's going to be. So I'm going to say 10 a.m. Okay. Now, location would be 100 Court Street. And then notice you have a pre-meeting capability. So if you want to have a meetup before the meeting, you have the ability to do that. And then the zip code. Like so. And this would be your phone number because you're the one creating it, so they want to contact you. And then you can have the pre-meeting information as well. So right now, when you create this, and then you hit the save button. So right now, these meetings will get broadcast out right away. But I do have, at a checkbox level, the ability to go through an approval process before they go out. And as I said earlier, a national broadcast meeting must go through an approval process, like so. Okay. And this is the selection capability. So that now we come down there. There's the number of people who will attend. Okay. All right. And that sends a meeting out. And if we come up here to filter and we say Maryland, like so, and we say relist, we'll have the two different events that I created. Notice this was created by somebody else. This was created by me, so I can delete it and I can edit it like so. Okay. Now, the other events would be school board meetings and things like that. On a specialty type, you actually select which specialty type you need help with. Training for state national principles, land patents, documents, etc. And when the date of the event's going to be. Okay. Now, help with state national paperwork, help with Form 56, help with whatever I'm doing and the circumstances associated with that, like so. Okay. And so the people that have set up that they have a specialty, they would get the notification that this is out there. Okay. Similarly, if we did a trade work, then you would selected plumbing or air conditioning or carpentry work or whatever that is that you want to do. Okay. And then it goes out there on a list and then people get notified, etc. Okay, so that's, and then on the support side, if there's a technical problem, like for example, the states are not sorted, you could put that in as a request and that would go into our technical support department. Credit card processing, PayPal, etc., then we would get a notice and we can then get into whatever that issue is there. And then we also have ideas and suggestion page so that we can move this thing along as we get new ideas of how to use the system. Okay. Don't have any training videos right now, but we're working on a few. There you go. So that's as a regular user. Okay, so if I log out now, I can log out and I can log in as an admin. And so the admin is where you have the same information, but you also have the ability to manage those events. So this is where you can manage and approve an event. You would click on this, and then the different events that have to be approved, you would click over here on this guy, for example, and then read through whatever the event is, and then either report it as abuse, i.e. somebody's putting a message out that isn't approved, something that's selling a product that's not related to State National or something like that, but that would be abuse. And then, yes, it's approved, and send out a message, and then this is how it would go out. And then you've also got, we have our partners, we can set up partners, we've got that. We've got special users we can set up. Later on, if we force the address with some sort of a bill, like an electrical bill or something, then there's an approval process for that, which is not currently implemented. We can manage our partners. We can click on Manage Partners, and then the different partners would show up. Where are they at? There we are. So there's your partner page where you can actually edit and delete the different partners, like so. Okay. When you're actually creating a new account, what happens is you would come over here to create an account. You can send out a request, and this would go to the person, and you can, so from inside the system, you can send this email message to somebody and they can set up their own account or create a new account, and then they set up their login ID information like so. Once you do that, it takes you down the profiles where you set up what your login ID and password, nickname, etc. Optionally put an address in there or not. It's not required. You got your phone numbers. When you became a State National, passport is a future thing. We're going to probably change this to be who referred you to the system, etc. Notice we have a friendly photo capability, so when you're sending out an event, you may want to include a picture of you on the event, so they know who the coordinator is, and there's an option for a passport. None of that is required. And then the other capability would be the notification system. This is where you declare, if you have a specialty, then you declare your specialty, like so. If you're a trade, you declare your trades. And then here you can determine what level of notification I want to hear statewide for court cases, or I only want to hear county, or I only want to hear city. So you have the ability to control how wide an area you're going to be notified about type events. So that's court, site, school board meetings, etc., specialty types, trade, and then this is on our technician side, support calls, and then the admin side of this. You can put in an additional email address. This would be like husband and spouse or significant other, so that you can have one account for two different people, like so. And then in the user side, you could edit this record and change your billing date, change your credit card, etc. So that's all going to be coming along. You can go from monthly to annual if you don't want to see individual bills, etc. We've made the cost of entry relatively inexpensive, $10 a month, $9.95 for monthly, and $99 for annual. And I see that as a low entry for the capabilities that you're getting through the system. And there you go. State National events. Thank you very much.